Hello Patreon people, it is still March and I wanted to get out a quick update. It's not going to be very long today, but it is kind of a special update. Now this here is my friend Buddy, and this over here is the Prusa XL. Now I can't give you a lot of specific information about the XL, but Prusa did give the okay to start sharing some of my opinions about it and some loose information. Now this is a 100% beta unit. It is a very early unit XL. They are now shipping single head XLs that are way different than this one. So whatever I were to tell you about this is probably not going to be even close to what you would get if you were to buy one of these. They will also follow up with a multi-tool head version, but we haven't got to that yet in the beta testing. Just this unit right here. Now, I can tell you there are a few things about the XL that I already really enjoy. It has all the bells and whistles of a 3D printer that you would expect. Filament runout, auto bed leveling. The bed leveling is probably one of the biggest improvements on any 3D printer that I've ever used. It's completely hands-off. You don't have to worry about changing for different filaments or plates. It does the whole thing for you. As well as the heat bed. It's completely segmented, so you only have to heat up the areas of the bed that you need for doing a said print. And the print volume is pretty large. It's 360 millimeters cubed. So you can print quite large items, like this completely life-sized version of Buddy here. In traditional Prusa fashion, in my opinion, they have released the XL as a great base for what can be a really impressive machine. Not to say that it isn't impressive already. It does print very well. There are a lot of things that it does better than other 3D printers out there, but they could take this thing so much further. As they get into developing the XL with all the different tool heads and firmware, this gives you the solid foundation to be able to push a 3D printer to some extreme limits. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. But they're not going to be able to get all of that out of the box right away. It's going to take some time. In fact, they're still making great improvements to the Mark III 3D printer series, even almost 5 years later. And I love to see that about Prusa. It's the development that I think makes the price tag all that worthwhile. And now that they have a larger format, it can get into more hands. That's one of the biggest complaints that I see about Prusa printers, is they're not big enough. Well, hopefully this one will be big enough for a lot of other users. So I know this was a very quick update this month, but I just wanted to let you all know, my awesome Patreon supporters, that the Prusa XL is real. It's here, they're starting to sell it, and as a beta tester, I tried to make it the best 3D printer that I could from the tools that I had available, of course. So, we'll continue to see more about the XL. I'll share as much as I can with you. Thank you very much for the continued support. It's always appreciated, and I'll see you on the next coffee break.